Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Negi. What are the things that you discuss with your partner, especially if you're about to get married? So today we're going to talk about these agreements that you need to discuss as a couple. Maybe you're in a courtship with this person, because as a couple, there are certain things that you need to talk about that are very important, but for some reason we ignore them. One of the things that you need to do is you need to share everything with this person. When you choose to spend a life with someone, you share everything with them. You become one. So one needs to know what's happening in your life. Be open about your finances, your health and debts. These are one of the most important things that you need to discuss. Discuss how you're going to handle your finances. Are you going to have a joint account, or maybe you're just going to have two separate accounts? So many couples find this a very difficult topic to discuss. And yet when you discuss this, before you even get married, it's even much easier. So many couples are not even open with their accounts, up to the point that when this person drops dead, you can't even have access to the account. And yet you've become one with this person. You're actually living a single life even though you're married. That is why it's very important to have that joint account, and then maybe you can have those separate accounts. Sometimes you may want to treat yourself. You also need to discuss your debts. If you enter a marriage and you've got debts, discuss them so that you are aware what's going on. You don't want to enter a marriage and instead you're not enjoying this marriage because you're paying someone's debts. Ask these questions. What are the intentions of paying off their debts? This can cause a serious issue in their marriage if this thing is left unsorted. This is when you become open about your spending habits, so that you know between the two who is more financially responsible, so that that person can be in charge of the joint account. It doesn't mean that they have to make the final decision. You both need to make that decision when it comes to the joint account. Make those final decisions together. If you're not good in handling money, then give the person that's good in handling money to handle the account. It's not about who's earning more, it's about how you can handle your finances. And the next thing is you need to communicate as often as you can, because when there's no communication, there's no relationship. Sad as it may sound, but it's a reality. And I've talked about this so many times. You can't just keep dropping hints and expect the next person to understand what you're talking about. And so many of us do that, especially when it comes to us women. We expect our partners to be mind readers. They are not. They are not mind readers. If you don't like something, let it know. Don't say I'm okay if you're not okay. It doesn't work like that. Remember, you're getting to know this person and they are trying to understand you. And you're communicating by saying you're okay if you clearly know that you're not okay. Develop those healthy conflicts. Get to find out what this person is trying to say to you, even though they may be taking long to get to their point and you just want to get to the conclusion, but try to listen to their point of view. And this helps navigate disagreements constructively. And the next agreement that you need to discuss is you both need to avoid secrets. Especially if this is a person that you want to marry, be clean and be open about everything, including those secrets that are in the closet. Sometimes it could just be those family secrets that you know that your spouse may find out about them one day. If your spouse is not the type that is worth sharing secrets with, then don't share those secrets with them. If it's a secret that is not in the open, that's not worth discussing. If your mom or your dad has told you about a secret and you feel like it's not comfortable for you to discuss with your spouse, if it's something that is not going to affect him in the long run, then keep it to yourself. But if it's a secret that is going to affect the next person or maybe your generation, you need to discuss that and be open about it and let them decide if they want to go on with this marriage or they don't. And the next point that you may discuss that I find it very important as well is talk about how you're going to take care of each other's parents, because this is a very important topic. Some parents don't have boundaries when it comes to their children. Many marriages have exploded when it comes to this because they can't set boundaries when it comes to their parents or maybe family members. Even though you know as a couple that when you enter a marriage, your in-laws are now part of your family. But you still need to set those boundaries in order for you to have a healthy marriage. The Bible also mentions that when a man leaves his home, he goes to cleave with his wife and they become one. Meaning, this is a time when you have to leave your home and build your own family. Don't become a husband and yet you're still going back home to your mother for decisions. And don't become a wife and you're still going back to your mother for decisions as well. Because this may affect the marriage, because whenever there's a crisis, you can't even defend each other because you can't solve your problems. Instead, you go back to your parents for them to solve your problems. So have those boundaries and protect one another when it comes to family matters. If your wife is not happy with regards to something that her mother-in-law must have done or said, as a husband, you need to settle this with your mother. Because she may not be comfortable with that. It's her in-laws and it's your parents, so you sort that out. And she will sort out her side as well. Next point should be discussed is when it comes to religion and culture. Do you expect your partner to participate in those religious practices that you and your family do? And get your partner to understand them. If she's comfortable with that, then that's fine. Don't leave it until you're both married and you start explaining that, by the way, in our family, this is what we do. Because she may not be comfortable with that. And discuss about the religion as well. And the next point is shared responsibilities. I know sometimes this is the last thing that comes into our minds. We assume that as a wife, you should be at home, and as a husband, you should be at work. What if the wife doesn't want to be a housewife and she wants to work and carry on with her career? And also you need to collaborate and share those home responsibilities, such as house chores and decision making. I know some of these things, they don't even need to be discussed, but they need to be said. Tell your husband what he needs to be responsible for. Because sometimes you get that person that just assumes that as a wife, since you are cooking, you need to take out the bin as well. Simple things like that may just cause an argument. And the next point is something that you may not talk about: independence and growth. You may be one, but you're still two individuals. It doesn't mean just because you're one, you have to like everything that they like. You're still different individuals and different. It doesn't mean that you have to cling with your partner as he watches football, even though you don't like football. You both have different interests. Because sometimes you just want to have that intimate time alone. And of course, when it comes to intimacy, discuss each other's preferences. There are more other things that you can talk about. These are the few that I came about with. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. God bless you.